Hey guys, how's it going? Tom Lorenzo here from StraightOuttaVancouver.com, the Memphis Grizzlies blog and SB Nation, and I'm here to give you your 2012-2013 preview of the Memphis Grizzlies. Alright, let's start off with how many games I think they're going to win. I have the Grizzlies pegged at winning 52 games this year, which give them the most in franchise history, and I think they're going to earn the third seed in the West. Now last year we saw them win 41 games. In the shortened condensed season, which gave him a .621 winning percentage, that was the best in Grizzlies franchise history. I think they're going to obviously up that, get 52 wins this year. And look, last year, 4th seed, lost to the Clippers in the first round. It was an unfortunate event, but I think this year, 3rd seed, Western Conference, because if it doesn't happen, we're going to have to see if this Grizzlies team is going to take a different direction and start from scratch. Team MVP. All right, got to go with Marc Gasol. I think he's going to be the biggest component here for this team this year, the most important player, and it's because what he means on both sides of the ball. You've got his defense in the post, which is a huge key for the Grizzlies, keeping that defense contained, keeping that paint clogged, and now we're also looking at his offense. And it's not only for what he does, he's got the nice touch inside, he can give you points, he can score about 14 to 18 points a game. I think he's got a nice ceiling there, but he's also one of the league's best high-low passers. When he gets that ball in the paint, the guy can pass, create offense, has defenses collapse, find the cutters. So I think Marc Gasol, team MVP, most important guy. Now as for our X factor, that's a big key too. Our X factor this season is going to be Rudy Gay. And the question going forward is whether or not he can adapt and play alongside Zach Randolph. That's going to be a huge story this year, a huge narrative that we're going to watch. And I think what's going to happen is we're going to have to see Rudy Gay transition into a role that's comfortable for him, but also comfortable for this team. Because if he shows that he's not able to adapt and play alongside Zach Randolph, then what's going to happen is we're going to see this team go in another direction. They're going to have to find a way to make it work, and ultimately what that's going to mean is they're going to have to get rid of Rudy Gay, because I don't see them getting rid of Zach Randolph for what he means to the franchise. It's going to be Rudy Gay who leaves. So he needs to step up this year, and he's going to be the most important player on this team just to see if he can adapt. Now, our biggest concern, of course, and we talk about this all the time on the site, is three-point shooting. Coming off a season in which we're one of the worst three-point shooting teams in the NBA, the Grizzlies lost their best shooter, OJ Mayo, is playing in Dallas right now. And when you lose your best shooter and you're not a very good jump shooting team to begin with, you've got to find ways to make that up. We got Jerryd Bayless in the offseason, Wayne Ellington in the offseason, guys who can kind of step in, step up, give you some three-point shooting. But my mini X factor in this particular aspect of the game is going to be Josh Selby. He's shown good signs in the offseason of his three-point shooting improving. Last year he only made 2 3-pointers. This year he's making about 2 per game in the preseason. And we saw in the Las Vegas Summer League he was making about 4 per game. So if he can keep it up and hit in that range of 2 per game, I think that's going to be a huge X factor and a huge plus there for the Grizzlies. My NBA Finals prediction here, I'd love to say that the Grizzlies are going to get to the finals, but to me, my heart and my head, you got to show me you can step up and get there first, Memphis, before I start tagging you as an NBA Finals team. So I'm going to say Oklahoma City is going to go and win the Western Conference over the Lakers. The Grizzlies are going to be in the mix, but right now, until they show that they're able to step up and take that next step, I'm going to go with Oklahoma City Thunder, and I think they're going to play the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals, but this time around, I've got the Thunder winning in 6 games over the Miami Heat. Alright guys, that was your Memphis Grizzlies NBA preview. It's going to be a great year for the Grizzlies, so stick around at StraightOuttaVancouver.com.